buenos dias, bonjour, namaste. Today I'm going to show you how to do a ozone ear insufflation. Today is my 11th day doing ozone home therapy, and I've been doing the ear insufflations for the last 2 or 3 days. So I'm going to guide you through how it's done, and then I'm going to talk about the benefits. So the first thing that we have to do is turn on our oxygen source. So that is done by turning the valve counterclockwise. Lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. My sister taught me that. Okay, so lefty-loosey to open the valve. Then I'm going to set my flow regulator to 1/16 liters per minute. Then I'm going to turn on my ozone generator. And I set my ozone generator to 3 because that is going to give me 42 gamma or 42 micrograms per milliliter of ozone. So that is known as the ozone concentration. It's a measure that's called gamma, or micrograms per milliliter. So as you can see, the water in this flask is now bubbling. This is distilled water, and I'm using distilled because it holds the most ozone. Because I'm going to get a double whammy treatment from this. I'm using the water to humidify the ozone that's going to go in my ears, in the ear insufflation. But when I'm done with the ear insufflation, I'm going to drink the ozonated water. And this has many health benefits for the digestive system, and it's just a great and easy way to get ozone in your system. So once I start infusing the ozone into my water, I have to wait 5 minutes until the water becomes saturated with ozone. You can even wait longer, up to 10. But I'm actually erring on the side of being very conservative with my oxygen. So just to visualize how this is working, from my ozone outflow, as you can see, it goes into the flask, where that part that's submerged in the water and it's making ozone. And then there's this outflow, the exhaust. So the outflow is going to this, is called an ozone destruct. And I now have the tubing, which is going to the earpiece, I have that set on off. So when I'm ready to do my ear insufflation, I'm simply going to turn the valve that's directing the ozone into the ozone destruct. I'm going to open that valve, and then the ozone is going to flow into this earpiece, which is very much like a stethoscope. And the earpiece, if you happen to ever do this, you don't want it to plug your ears, like you earplug or a headphone in your ear that goes all the way in the ear canal. You don't want to do that. You want this to be just kind of loose around the outside of the ear. You know, just kind of resting near the opening of your ear. And this is because once I direct the gas into it, I don't want pressure. I don't want pressure to build up in my head, essentially. Okay, so I'm going to wait 5 minutes and make sure that the water is saturated, and I'll be right back. Okay, so it's been approximately 5 minutes, and so I'm going to, and I've taken this time to set up a nice little place. I've laid a blanket down with a pillow because I like my ozone time to be really deep, restorative relaxation time. And so I like to lie down. And with the ear insufflation, you get the ozone smell a little in the air, and it's okay. Because I did call and ask, because I noticed the smell a lot with the ear insufflation. And it's fine to smell it in the room. You just don't want to take a huge inhale gulp of ozone, and you'll know immediately if you've got too much because you feel it in the back of the throat evidently. Benefits of the ear insufflation are it benefits all kinds of issues that are happening around your head, particularly sinus, if you have a cold, sore throat, swollen glands, ear infection. It's supposed to benefit the eyes and mental clarity and brain fog. And one thing that I can notice, and I'm guessing that it's just the cumulative effect of all of the ozone insufflations that I've been doing, including breathing the ozone now for 11 days, is last night is the first night that I slept without sleep support. So that's pretty significant because in this last couple of years with the world situation, it's been pretty stressful. There's been issues, right? There's been anxiety and there's been insomnia. And so I have been very dependent on my sleep support to get a good night's sleep. And last night I didn't use any. And according to some of the ozone benefits that I've been reading about, it improves all autonomic functions, which includes sleep and digestion and many others. So I'm going to put in my earbuds, and then I'm just going to turn this valve to direct the flow of ozone into my earbuds. And I can slightly hear it. So now I'm going to lie down and I'm going to enjoy my ear insufflation. Okay, so now I'm done with the insufflation, and I can really feel how it shifts my consciousness. It just puts me into this kind of meditative zone, and I kind of feel a tingling or a bubbling through my body, and I can even feel it down on my toes. So here's the procedure for closing down. The first thing I did is I turned the valve from the destruct. I just closed the valve, so now the remaining ozone is being directed into the destruct. Then I turned off my ozone generator, and then I turned off my oxygen. This is still bubbling a little bit because that's now just oxygen going into the water. But this water is full of ozone. So now I'm going to pour a glass of water. Okay. So I disconnected my water bubbler humidifier from the ozone machine, and this is very important because both with oil and water you want to always disconnect the outflow because we want to avoid anything flowing back into the ozone generator. So now I'm simply going to remove the stem from the flask, and I'm going to take my flask out of the base, and oh my god, see, I love the smell. I think that ozone has just a lovely fresh smell. And have my ozone water. I'm just really into the ozone, and I'm happy to get it in my body however I can. I hope this video is helpful for you. If you find this interesting and you'd like to see more, please like or subscribe, and I'll be back with another update. Thank you so much. Namaste.